violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Chicago police this morning investigating several shootings happening in just the last 12 hours, one of them involving 5 victims.
Alyssa Donovan live at Mount Sinai this morning with the latest for us. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Sean and Gaynor. Yes, 4 of those victims were brought here to Mount Sinai
She cold.
Hospital in serious condition. Another victim was brought to another area hospital in good condition. Police tell us that those people were shot while standing on a sidewalk in the 800 block of South Karlov.
Guys, seriously, another mass shooting, and this one is not gonna get that publicity, guys. This one comes from Chicago. But 5 people seriously injured in a mass shooting in Chicago. One of them was a 16-year-old. And these are the mass shootings that don't get any attention, but they end up being on the statistics.
In Lawndale around 1:30 this morning. A fight broke out and shots were fired. 3 of the victims were in their early 20s and one of the victims in his 30s. The youngest victim, a 16-year-old girl. She's here at Mount Sinai in serious condition after suffering a gunshot to her back. 4 other shootings were reported overnight. We know that at least one of those shootings was fatal. Now police are still investigating this incident. They're trying to figure out what led to the shooting. They have no one in custody right now. If you have any information,
of course, street code in full effect. Community ain't saying a damn thing.
That might be helpful, you're asked to contact Crime Stoppers. Reporting at Mount Sinai, Alyssa Donovan, WGN News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets.
Mass shooting. 5 people are now in serious condition after neighbors say a fight broke out on the street outside an elementary school. CBS 2's Marissa Perlman has more on the neighborhood calling for change and why leaders say mass shootings across the country are changing the conversation about gun reform.
Wow, I mean, you have a fight outside of an elementary school, kind of like what happened at Xavier College, where there was a shooting out there. It's just like, is anywhere sacred? They shot up the Xavier graduation. Well, it wasn't the Xavier graduation, it was the high school graduation hosted at Xavier. But I mean, now is it like 5th graders who broke out in a fight at the elementary school, or is it the parents? Like, who's fighting at the elementary school and who is on their side that has a gun?
Caller says 70 to 80 gunshots and they're still shooting.
Where they getting these guns from?
Yeah.
Where they getting these army rifles from?
After 50 years of living in this Lawndale neighborhood, Arthur says he won't come out after dark. He shows us a shell casing he found on his afternoon walk.
It's always been rough around here, but it's worse now.
Early Sunday, 5 people were shot near Daniel Webster Elementary School.
Taylor and Harlow for this person shot over there.
The youngest hurt, a 16-year-old girl.
I don't understand how everybody from 18 to 25 got a gun.
Police say a group of people were here on South Karlov when a fight broke out. Within seconds, someone started shooting. Hours later, bullet casings still lined the sidewalk where this fight happened.
They bring them outside and they use them.
Yeah.
It's crazy. it's scary too.
Chicago, in the middle of a gun violence epidemic, is often used as an example when it comes to gun reform. The city has had the most mass shootings in the U.S. since 2018.
To picture your own children.
But local leaders like Democratic U.S. Senator Dick Durbin say in the aftermath of the mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, the discussion is changing.
So the reason why Chicago is always used, because they have very strict gun laws, but everybody out there got a gun, okay? And he asked earlier, where do they get these guns from? Well, they're bringing them from other states. Okay, so you passing a gun law is not gonna stop people from getting a gun. Look at New York; they got strict guns everywhere where they have the strictest gun laws. Everybody got a gun.
Sense a different feeling among my colleagues after Uvalde. It is time for us to do something. America is sick and tired of political excuses.
There's a lot of nuances.
Republican Congressman from Illinois, Adam Kinzinger, says many of his fellow Republicans are scared to inaction. And despite voting against bans in the past, he says he would now consider a ban on assault weapons altogether.
I think I'm open to a ban now. It's going to depend what it looks like. We have to be coming to the table with ways to mitigate 18-year-olds buying these guns and walking into schools. My side's not doing that.
Put the resource officers in the schools, man. That's what I've been saying.
The victims range in age from 16 to 33. All but one were taken here to Mount Sinai Hospital in serious condition. So far, there are no suspects in custody. Outside Mount Sinai Hospital, Marissa Perlman, CBS 2 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, in school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.